Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Okay, how's it going to go today? Well, it's going to go good, I think. I came back to the model table last night, but I did not press record. But what I did do was I sprayed the side here where the glue had run down. Now, sitting here looking at it right now, the way the light's reflecting off it, I can still see where it was. I'm realizing now that what I should have done is grab some of those little sanding sticks and taken the paint down and repainted more, but I didn't. I just painted right over top of the glue. So that was kind of a mistake, but at least now it's not shiny, you know. Okay, now I also, most of the time I spent working on the anchors. Yeah, I got at least 2 comments from people saying, now that you've glued the deck on, how are you going to be able to feed the anchor chain in? And my reply back was, well, I'll just thread a needle, which I have done. Now, I have not tried it. I'm saving the try so we can all share it together. And you can either share my jubilation or my embarrassment when it doesn't go through. One of the two. I think we're gonna make it go. I'll recompose so that we can watch it. I'm very anxious myself to see if it's gonna work, because I'm guessing, well over an hour trying to get the thread tied in a knot around the little clevis, and well, you'll see it. I'll try and get in close enough. I don't think I'll use the super macro, but we'll get in close enough that you should be able to see how the thread is fastened to the clevis and whatnot. So you can watch for that as I feed it in. But you know what? Being is that we're not going to be putting on the degaussing wire around the outside, and maybe that's another mistake, but I just don't feel like it. It's something I should have done before I painted. There's going to be so many shoulda dones in this build, you know. The only thing that I bask in the knowledge of knowing that it's going to look good anyway. You know, it's that kind of model that you can leave stuff off and it's still going to look good. Now, we are done step 8. Yeah, we are done step 8. The only modification I might make is, if we look closely, the way the anchor chain here is supposed to be going on the deck. I think one of the viewers mentioned that it doesn't seem to go anywhere. You know, it sort of winds around the Wildcat, and then where does it go? It doesn't. There's no hole or anything for it to drop into. And my thinking is that, well, that the hangar, or pardon me, the flight deck is going to be over top of all of this, and maybe Trumpeter thought, well, we're not going to be able to see it anyway. And so I'm thinking to myself, why am I going through all this work? And when we flip the page here, like we're done with step 8, and we go on to step 9, we start making this stuff here, and we make 3 of them, and as best I know, this goes down in these 3 places here, and then what are they for? Is it going to be I don't know. I guess we'll find out as we go through the build. But are they also going to be out of sight? Maybe. Well, obviously partially out of sight, because once again, the flight deck, it goes about this high over the entire build, over the entire hull. And so a lot of stuff, when you're looking straight down, in fact, all of this stuff, when you're looking straight down, you're not going to be able to see it. The only way you're going to be able to see is when we look in from the sides. That's what I was saying earlier. Where I put it in the case is going to be important, because we're going to want to be able to see in the side and a little bit on the top. Now, that pretty much, I think possibly where the hood is right now is going to be the best spot to see both. Anyway, we'll worry about that. That's not going to happen for, I'm guessing, could be as much as 2 years at the rate I'm going lately. And yeah, let's recompose and see if our anchor chain can be fed back up the hose pipe and sort of put into place. I'm not going to fasten the anchors in right now because we are going to be twisting this thing all over the place, upside down and every other way. And I don't want the anchors flopping around on the side of the hull and breaking off. So yeah, let's recompose and see if my idea worked. Uh-oh. Maybe if I hold it with my fingers like this. Okay, I think what I'm going to have to do is take my drill bit and enlarge this hole here that's at the top. Yeah, those viewers were right. I'm going to have to come up with something. But anyway, what you can see here, all right, that's kind of disappointing. I had actually thought, I'm glad I didn't bet money on it because I would have bet money that this was going to work. Now I was noticing when I was bringing the needle in from the top and down, it was finding the hole, but the needle was catching about where the point of the knife is right now. And I'm thinking that if I was to take this and sort of ream it out a little bit, just a little bit. I'm probably going to have to do this off camera because it's kind of awkward to get in here and do it on camera. I'm probably going to have to repaint because I'm going to be probably scratching the bottom of the hose pipe there. Yeah, I'm just going to do this off camera, and then we'll get back to you. I did it a little bit with the knife, but I was thinking maybe I could do it with Chris's file here. Just sort of smooth it out a little bit. Might not have to repaint. I'll see what it looks like when I get the ship in the right position. These scratches here, I don't know how I did that. They've been on there for quite a while. I must have done that earlier. Okay. Now, let's reposition here. I think this is going to work. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what I plan to do now is I'm just going to get another needle and we'll hook it onto this anchor as well. And I'll just make sure that it's going to work so that after everything's all ready and we're ready to put the anchors in, this will have to be put down, of course, before we put the flight deck on. But there's a lot of stuff we got to do yet before the flight deck gets put on. I think the flight deck actually goes down right near the last step, if I remember right. Also, I should think about what am I going to do with this end of the anchor chain. Do I make a little hole so it drops down, or just glue it around the Wildcat here? And should it go around both of these? This one here might be, I forget what, okay, the one that the chain is hooked onto, you know, the one that has the teeth on it, so that the links of the chain can grab in, that's called the Wildcat apparently. But the other kind are sort of like a windlass sort of thing. I forget what it was called. At least I think that's the way it is. I'm not sure. Maybe on the Enterprise it was different. It could have had a double Wildcat so that if one failed, the other one could keep going. I don't know. Doesn't matter. When we're through here, we'll try and get it so that the anchor will be twisted in a position so it's most pleasing to the eye. At least that's the plan. Okay, step 9 here. Minus 3.4 Celsius. It's supposed to warm up today. I think somebody said it was supposed to go to plus 8 today, so hey, might get rid of some of that ice behind the bike box. We are ready. Okay, we are ready. Yeah, I don't know if the walkers came by this morning or not. I guess I'll have to check, and if they did, I'll dub it in overhead here, or we'll have dubbed it in overhead. Yeah, I do all that kind of stuff later in post. So, okay, yeah, these little files of Chris's are coming in really handy here for doing delicate work like that. So I'll probably be using this one on the other side as well, unless the hull is molded a little bit differently. The needle almost made it. It almost made it, but almost doesn't count. Okay, let's get going here and find some of our parts. It looks like the parts we need are all on the U sprue, and it says make 3. Let's make 3.
Hey, Ron.
Good morning, everybody.
Nice warm day.
Yeah.
I had to take the toque off. I had to take the neck sleeve off. I didn't even put the gloves on. Oh, Ness, you gotta hold on here a minute, Ness. Come on. Yeah. Uncle Ron likes you to rub your muddy paws on me before.
Yeah, that's right.
I love you too.
Wait.
Wait. 1, 2, 3.
We're ready. Okay, Missy, come on.
He says, you made me wait. I'm not sure I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm mad now.
What you cooking?
Romaine soup.
And is some of the spice in it?
Yeah.
The spice is what I smell, right?
Yeah, that's...
Not the lettuce. Anything with the lettuce?
Yeah, I put in about, what I got here? Ground beef and vinegar, that's it. And the romaine. Not very much ground beef, though. Just
Smells good.
260 something calories worth, that's all.
I'm going to go down and get the hard copy of the PSA results and I'll swing by Timmy's. And I've already eaten, but I'm going to buy myself a blueberry bear pot anyway. Did you want me to get you one?
Not today. I really would like it.
I'm too full up on lettuce soup.
Yeah, that's. I still got to make up for Sunday.
Oh,
Pizza day.
Atoning for past sins.
Yeah, if only it was just pizza, it would have been all right.
Oh, life is harsh.
Yeah. Life is harsh.
Okay, we'll reserve the offer of the blueberry bear paw for another day.
So that's what they call it, bear paws.
So they call it a blueberry fritter, but it's the same as the original bear paw, you know, with the 4 feet.
Oh.
Only it's got blueberries in it now, and they call it a fritter. Yeah.
Missy, what are you doing here?
Oh, I can smell the garlic on your whiskers. Is it time to go home and see Mommy?
Thank you for coming again, Missy. Thank you for coming.
I've been watching this horse race, this federal election, and Canadian intelligence services reported that the Indian government helped Poilievre in the last election, and Poilievre won't let anyone do a security clearance on him. It's not looking good for that boy.
Oh my.
Oh my. I got it. This is blue country I'm in now.
Blue country.
Blue country. That's not Democrat, that's progressive conservative. I've read myself. That's not Republican. That's Liberal Party of Canada. I have a feeling I'm being followed.
Yeah, that's right. The whole world is going to know your political leaning.
Oh my God. It's another one of those CSIS cameras. This is more of the Canadian Intelligence Services. Have you been doing anything suspicious, Missy?
Bye, Missy.
It's going to be a nice day for bike riding.
I think so. I hope so.
It feels warm. You know, ish.
Compared to what we had.
Yes.
Yeah, compared to what we had. It's pretty nice. But I gotta try and get rid of that ice that you see there. You know, there's all that ice. Now, I don't know if that worked or not, or did it make you all seasick? Missy the dog. Missy the dog. And I don't know if you noticed it, but Max just took off for his blueberry bear paw. Okay, now we got our U-sprues. And once again, I was sort of panicking there about half an hour ago, just before Missy came, and I was looking for them, and I couldn't find them. I keep the you might call it my file, all in alphabetical order here, and I had the U2s not where they're supposed to be, and I thought, oh my goodness, there is no U's. Anyway, it's these little pieces right here. Yeah, when it comes to politics, I don't always vote for the same party every year. I vote for the leader, and if the leader seems to have a little bit more integrity and better ideas and so on, I'll go along with that regardless of who he is. And I'm more for, I'm loyal to Canada, and I want what's best for Canada, not what's best for my party. And that's just the way I am. And secondly, what is best for humanity in general. I don't care which party it is. It's just which one I think is going to have the best leadership for Canada. I know you'll have people they'll be of one particular party, and it doesn't matter who that party puts up as their candidate, they'll vote for him. Okay, let's start cutting some sprue here and see what we can do. Now, at first, when I looked at these pieces, I was thinking that, for instance, the 22 and the 23 look a lot alike. I was thinking, how am I going to keep them separated? But here you can see the 22. It has a positioning tongue on the bottom of it, and you can actually see that if you look at on the drawing here. So I don't think I'd have. I think, in other words, I think I can just go ahead and nip all of these off, and I don't need to worry about getting them mixed up. Now the 24s, they're obviously different. They're quite a bit longer. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Now get all these pieces nipped off nice and flush, like that. I probably don't have to sand this. This is going to go down into a slot. And these nippers will nip extremely flush if you get the angle right. Takes very little sanding or anything. Yeah, I don't know if it was a good idea to make these smaller or not. I don't see why not. Alright, I think we do need the U screw a little later here in this on step 9. Yeah, we do. I may as well just leave these here on the table. Okay, now what do we got here? It is 19 minutes roughly to 1 o'clock, and I was hoping to get out a little bit this afternoon if possible. So maybe what I should be doing here is calling her quits for today, and I'll be working on this a little bit later. Yeah, I can't do everything, you know. I can't sit here all day and get out as well at the same time. Unless I leave it, you know, until it's really late. The sun is staying up a lot later now than it was 3 months ago, that's for sure. So, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're gonna see you tomorrow.